You're watching Detroit Sports Network, home for your Michigan sports.
Welcome to Detroit Sports Network. I'm T. Sims. I'm your host. I'm here with
Coach Duan Bracey.
Coach Duan Bracey. Everybody know Bracey from around the city. You do a lot of things. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming today, Bracey. I called. You came. We appreciate you.
Man, no doubt, man. You know, you're my man. Like I said, you want to get an interview, I said, look, I'm there.
For sure. This week's version is P.S.L. Where Are They Now? A lot of times folks ask, like, what happened to such and such, or what happened to this player? I wonder what he's doing now. So that's what we want to do. Detroit Sports Network, we just want to get in contact with a lot of the folks who was good back in the day, did a lot for the city, and find out what they're doing now and introduce you back to the world. So like I said again, we appreciate you being here, and we're going to dive right in. Bracey, what you doing these days? What are you currently doing right now?
Man, right now, man, with COVID, right now, like I said, everything's at a standstill for a lot of people. But for me and my camp right now, man, we hold little camps with kids, little workouts, just small little groups, and just trying to keep it moving, man. Just move through the year, man. Push through this little downtime.
So you're just like everybody else. The COVID kind of affect the way we live and affect the way we do things.
Figure it out, man.
Trying to figure it out.
It's a little different right now.
So what do you think? We just got the news, Friday, about high school season shutting down. What do you think about that?
I think it was kind of expected. A lot of coaches, a lot of kids, man, I don't know what they're gonna do for the kids moving forward. I don't know how do a kid get recruited moving forward. I know how it was when we was coming up. Like, you gotta have family, it's a certain timetable things moving forward. So I hope this doesn't affect any of the kids, the players right now. I heard they have another petition to try and actually get the season to revamp and start back up or something. So it's kind of 50-50, man. You know, we got to take certain precautions to make sure everybody's safe. But then we all love football, so it's 50-50.
Yeah, this was a hard one. It was one where we mad that they're not having a season, but at the end of the day, we, like you say, we was expecting it, and we got to protect our children. So we did talk about something before the cameras got to rolling, about a 7-on-7 camp. Detroit Sports Network was thinking of an idea, and we would love for you to join us if we do that.
No doubt.
So he my man, like you say, when I call, he coming. So if we do it, we look forward to that. So Bracey, where you from? You grew up at?
West Side. Actually, I was brought up in two different areas. Finkel and Myers, Dexter area. Both childhoods that's where I grew up at. Playing sports on Dexter, went to play for the Cubs, went to the Boys and Girls Club, went to school on Finkel. So it's kind of
what school did you go to on Finkel?
Guess Middle School, right on Finkel and Myers.
Okay. Yeah, I know about Guess.
Guess was right there.
Okay.
So I went elementary school over there, Bethune Academy. There's a couple schools over there I went to. So I think with Myers and Dexter as well.
Okay, so Dexter probably brought the Cubs connection, right?
Yeah.
So you started playing P.A.L football?
Yeah. Actually, it was baseball. I played baseball first. Like I said, with the Boys and Girls Club, man, like a lot of kids, it wasn't, I didn't go over there to play for the Cubs. I was over there going to the Boys and Girls Club, and the Cubs was right around the corner, so that was like the difference for me, I guess.
And a lot of times that's where people develop their skills, just playing in the neighborhoods, Boys and Girls Club, like you say, all sports. So,
yeah.
Can you hoop? You good at basketball?
I played basketball all the way up to my sophomore year. I didn't play at Murray Wright, but when I got to Murray Wright, they played basketball for real.
Okay.
It was like basketball players was like 6'4", and they really was hoop. They were trying to get scholarships to play basketball. Right. I'm like, oh, all right, I'm straight.
Okay. So you played for the Cubs. A little while ago, they had the best P.A.L players. Your name get brought up and everything. Best P.S.L, best P.A.L. They bring you up, and you even put a couple clips on your Facebook page a couple months ago. I watched in the Silver Dome, right? Or number 3, running the ball. What was you putting in the championship game?
That was Murray Wright.
Murray Wright.
Murray Wright. king guys, so then we lost. But no, I had a good game though. So yeah, I mean, you know.
So you started playing P.A.L for the Cubs. What position did you start off playing?
Running back. My first year playing was running back. I came out I was what, 9. I quit my first year. Like when I was 8, my first year was 8, but I quit because like I played baseball first. So as I'm used to running laps around the baseball diamond, they made me run laps around the football field. It's a little bit different. So I quit. Man. I went back to the Boys and Girls Club, and I went back the next year and I played football. My mama didn't let me quit no more.
It's funny how people careers start off and you never know where to take it.
I quit. My mom was like, man, you ain't quit, man. You going back next year. So
bounce back, huh?
I went back next year. And, I won MVP next year. It was on the pop.
MVP on the C team?
Yeah. Okay. I had the Thurman Thomas, I had the beat. You know, the ugly face, man.
MVP,
I ain't had no swag. I ain't no football swag.
MVP.
Like Frazier, there was a couple people, man, that they would know how to come out and spat and wear the wristband. I played baseball, but I ain't had no football swag. I had baseball swag.
Okay. So, did you win any championships on the Cubs?
Yeah. I won 2 of them on 18.
18.
I won on 18.
So you won back-to-back?
Yeah.
Back-to-back 18 championships.
Yeah.
MVP on the C team, back-to-back 18 championships. How you doing the B team?
We was decent, but we didn't make the playoffs my first year. The second year we made the playoffs, but we wasn't even good. So everything got full. I mean, everything took off like our 18. I said that. I'll be honest. Everything kind of took off.
Good 18.
Like about our 18.
Who was the homecoming king?
18.
Yeah. Who was homecoming? So this man that won MVP on the C team, back-to-back championships, and home. You just had a good P.A.L career, huh? That's why That's why they talk about you as one of the best P.A.L players ever. So what was your most memorable P.A.L moment?
I had a good catch against the Vikings. We played the Vikings. They had a real good team. They was real good. My last year on 18. They was real good. Semifinals. Had a one-hand catch against them.
Okay.
So that was kind of different on the 18. At that time, 13, 14 year old out there one-hand catches.
Okay.
At that time, like you see it now, it's like everybody do it now, but yeah, I had a nice little catch, man.
So you played receiver and running back, quarterback. What you played? By the time you got to the 18 position,
see, I ain't never played quarterback.
Okay.
See, but I never played quarterback. I was playing running back and receiver. But the Cubs had a certain position, the wing back, the flanker.
Yeah.
You know, do all the reverses, the sweep and stuff. So I played that position. That gave me the opportunity to do a lot. Run the ball, catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? All the other extra stuff.
So who was your coach, your head coach on the 18?
Tandy was there.
Tandy.
Reginald and they was, don't get me wrong, I believe they was co-head coaches.
Okay.
Bobo and he was there, and Tandy was the coach as well.
Tandy a legend when it comes to big name.
Most definitely. Yeah, you say Cubs, you say Tandy, so yeah, most definitely.
Cubs got a lot of people, big names that went to the league. What big names did you play with? Somebody might know. I
played with I played when they went to the league. Now there's a lot of guys that went like after us. I'm gonna be honest. Like either before, like around our time, the recruiting at Detroit, like to go to play in college was just really taking off. I believe you kids would get more scholarships and going to bigger schools. I played with a lot of guys that went to the University of Michigan, Michigan State. So NFL guys, not too many. So not too many.
No, the Cubs have had a lot of big names.
Yeah,
organizations.
To be honest, none of my years. Nobody went to.
So you was the man. Was you?
No.
Who was the other? Just even if he didn't go nowhere, who was probably second in command on your 18? Who was
with me
on your 18?
Oh, we man.
Give me some names.
We had a plethora of kids. Man, we had I don't know where to start, man. John Thompson, the head coach of Renaissance, man.
Right.
He actually won MVP, and Isaiah Moulton was a running back, Crockett. was a dog. Brandon Cooper, Brandon Glenn,
Yeah,
Trevor Anderson.
I knew all them. Yeah, them some big names.
Yeah, it's some guys at Nick Sutton. You know, some guys at
them some big names. NFL or not, them some big names. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. We're gonna have to highlight some of them and get them on Detroit Sports Network.
Come on.
Now, you got a chance to do something great. You played for the Cubs, you was the man, you won championships, and then you came back and coached for the Cubs. How many years did you coach for the Cubs?
3 years.
3 years?
Came back in 2016, I did 2016, 2017, 2018. Yeah.
Okay, and how did your coaching career go?
First year, we won a championship. First year I won a championship.
What level?
18.
18 championship as a Cubs head coach.
Yeah. We won a championship. We went to Florida. We did Fairweather, Florida. Third place out there. We placed out there. Had a real good team. The next year, we did where we came to P.A.L. That was our first year back to P.A.L.
Right.
In 2017.
So your championship was in what league?
AYFL.
AYFL.
Yeah, AYFL. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the other league, you know, that's competing. You know, of course.
Yeah.
That was the other league. The Cubs have been over there, I believe, for like 3-4 years, or maybe longer than that. So came back to P.A.L. in 2017.
Now, by the time I came up to the Cubs, you was the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
When you won the championship, was you the head coach?
Yeah.
So head coach.
Yeah.
Okay, but you run the offense. You like offense. Well, you was doing everything when I came up here, pretty much.
I mean, that's what head coach do, man. You know, you gotta take care of business, man. Yeah, I mean, it was just fun. You know, it was just, opportunity to get out there and do something. The opportunity to learn more. You know, I never knew. I had to act like I knew what the 3 technique is and the 1 technique is. And the kids like, you never played D-type course? I'm like, so it gave me opportunity to learn. So.
Okay. So who would you say you took some of your coaching? Because I saw you fiery as a coach, real fiery. I mean, fiery as a player, fiery as a person. But coaching is real fiery. Who would you say you got a little bit of your coaching style or some of your knowledge from?
I actually watched a lot of Auburn film, so Gus Malzahn. Okay. Shout out to Gus Malzahn. I kind of stole a little bit of his as copycat league with him, but I think all of my Coach Dusty, my baseball coach.
Okay.
Coach Dusty was like, he didn't play. You know what I'm saying? He was a person with results. Baseball is very fundamental. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be fundamental. So tedious and stuff. So he was Coach Dusty, man. I love him. Most definitely. I always keep him. How would he handle the situation?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
a lot of all my coaches, though. Honestly, I say a lot of my coaches because every situation is different. So you just say, how would I handle that?
Okay. Any of your kids that you coached went to any schools, any colleges, any big names?
Well, they just now going into school. This is their year now going out. So don't quote me on this. I can't even tell you where they are going. So they're just not going to school now. So Joe Frazier going to Saginaw Valley. Shout out to Joe. Marshawn Lee going to Ferris State. I got to check in with a couple of my kids, man. You know how that is. I got to check in, see where they're going, and so.
You was real passionate as a coach. Do you enjoy playing more or coaching more?
I thought you were asking. And and it's crazy that I thought of the answer, but I still think coaching, but it'll be getting out of the
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing that feels better than that. But actually coaching and seeing somebody else do something, or seeing somebody else get better, that kind of, that's a good feeling too, man. We've worked with kids, man. You wouldn't believe it. Like the Cubs, we didn't always get the best, and there's always like certain kids, man. You be like, he all right, but he could be a dog if
we coach him up.
And then that's what you get to
reward.
You know
right?
what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I would say playing, you get that satisfaction, but coaching, like you say, is more challenging. So if you can win that battle coaching, it is just as satisfying to me.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
I agree with you.
Okay.
I definitely agree with you.
Yes, I saw you coaching up a couple kids. I saw you coaching up a couple kids. So after P.A.L, when you played, what high school did you go to?
After P.A.L, Benedictine. Actually, my freshman year I went to Catholic school, Benedictine.
Benedictine.
Yeah.
Over there on Outer Drive.
I drive Southfield.
Yep. So what happened at Benedictine? Did you play?
I didn't play. I was actually playing for the Cubs at that time.
Right.
I played for the Cubs. There was a lot of us over there. A lot of the Cub kids was over there. Some, I'm not sure what happened with the administration rules or whatever over there. Long story short, some of us left Benedictine.
And went where?
A lot of people went to Crockett, man. A lot of my boys went to Crockett, man.
Where did you go?
I went to Murray.
Murray Wright.
Yeah, I went to Murray Wright. I was different. I was the only one who went to Murray. So,
Okay.
Murray. It turned out good for me. It turned out really good.
How was your Murray Wright football career?
It was good. I say it was good. It was alright.
So you played 11 and 12, which is good, but just two out of 4 years at Murray. But still, on the P.S.L page and around the city, when they ask someone who was some of the best high school athletes, your name was getting brought up a lot. Your name was in the mix. And they never say one thing about you, like he was super fast, he was big, he was strong. You just was good, a little bit of everything. So what position did you play at Murray Wright?
Quarterback.
He was a quarterback. Okay. All right. Was you a running quarterback or pass?
Everybody tell you I'm a runner, man. I love to throw the ball, man. I'm gonna throw it, man. Yeah, all our passes, like they watch the film, man. A lot of our plays was pass calls.
Okay.
So our coach called up pass plays.
But I remember you catching a couple big. You went to receiver because I remember you catching a big catch against McKenzie.
Yeah,
right.
My senior year.
Okay.
I was able to play receiver. We had a guy, somebody else that could play quarterback that was just as good. I mean, we could throw the ball, of course. And gave me the opportunity to go out and play receiver.
Okay. So Murray Wright come in 11th grade, you started quarterback.
Yeah.
How y'all do as a team?
We went to the championship that year.
City championship. And play who?
King.
King beat y'all.
Yeah.
What's the score?
2-1-6.
2-1-6. Okay, they got at y'all. Yeah. King has a big manager here?
They had some kids who I think Kevin was the quarterback. I think he had an opportunity to go play over at Michigan. I'm not sure what happened with that. They had the line, they had a huge line.
It seemed like King always got a good big line.
Yeah, they had a guy, Bernard Faithful, went out to Toledo, played at Toledo. Butler Benton went and played at Cincinnati and Michigan State.
Okay.
Yeah, man, Deuce Johnson, he was on the team, safety.
Yeah.
They had a solid team. They was really good, you know.
Okay.
They went back to back when we was in school. So King was they was solid.
Okay. So you beat by King, and what y'all do in the States?
I lost first round.
First round too.
Did more for us, 21-14.
21-14.
Yeah.
All right. And 12th grade year, come back, you play a little quarterback, a little receiver. And how y'all do your senior year?
Very well. Same record as my junior year. We got put out first round of playoffs. We had Central, we lost to Central.
Okay.
14-7.
Okay. Who was your head coach at Murray Wright?
Andre Hart over at Western.
Okay, all right. And what was some of your best, or one of your best stat games?
I had 5 touchdowns to get up against high school, my senior year.
5 touchdowns? How was the 5? Like one receiving, one rushing?
You know, it was like that, yeah. I had ready to kick back, threw one, caught one, ran one.
Okay.
And went up to the punt back there.
Okay. So man, 5 touchdowns, a little bit of everything. You done had a good football career so far. So you ball out at Murray Wright, and you go to Eastern?
Yeah.
Scholarship?
Yeah.
Get a scholarship, full scholarship? That's good.
Yeah, Eastern was that was a blessing for me, you know, to get a scholarship out of Detroit.
Right.
So I only played 2 years, and I played quarterback in high school. I'm 5'9", quarterback. You know,
Still got a scholarship.
Still got a scholarship with Eastern, so that was.
Shout out to your coach. Shout out to you.
Yeah. Man.
Football serves its purpose to give us a free education.
Education got me up there out out the city, get me an opportunity to do something.
How many years did you go to Eastern when you played too? How many years did you stay?
I played 3 up there.
Three?
Yeah. I played 3 years up there. Yeah.
Okay. And how long did you stay in school at Eastern?
3 years. I
3
didn't
years.
finish up there.
Okay.
I didn't finish.
What was your major?
Business management.
Business management? Okay, I can see you managing something because you gotta take charge type of guy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so tell me about your career at Eastern. What number did you wear?
Freshman year was 17.
Okay.
17, switched over to number 4.
Okay.
Sophomore year, junior year I was on 4, so I stayed with number 4.
Couldn't weasel out that number 3, huh?
But no, it was a guy, my man Trav had it. It was a guy I was actually cool with, and I didn't really care about it. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't really care about it. Trav played receiver too. He's my man. I ain't really care about it.
Now, I heard rumors that you played both ways at Eastern.
I did.
You played both ways.
So,
College two-way player. That's amazing.
yeah.
So you played slot and corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fun. It was hard, man. It was, man, going to practice like that, man. I don't think they know, man. Like, you just play both ways in college, man, because they demand you to know so much. You got to know the playbook, and you got to be you got to be in shape, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you read them plays, how many plays a kid play on offense? Like 62, 70 plays, man. And then same on defense, and then special teams add up, and then the adrenaline rush in college. That was hard, but it was fun. It made me be in shape. It brought something out of me. I know that for sure.
What conference was Eastern Michigan in?
Mid-American.
Mid-American, the MAC. Okay. So what was your biggest game? Like far as the scenery, like big team you played against?
We played Michigan and we played Florida. I mean, Florida game was dope. I mean, because we've seen Michigan going down to Florida. In the swamp.
Played in the swamp.
And they got kids on the little thing, on the scooters doing this. That was
probably a great experience.
Yeah, man, all they players had mopeds leading. I'm like, man, that's how Florida was straight. But nah, it was dope playing down there. Chris Leak was down there.
Okay.
So yeah, it was straight going in the swamp, man.
Oh wow, you got a chance to play against Chris Leak. So what year did you play both ways?
My sophomore year, next year. My sophomore year, we went against Cincinnati was our non-conference game.
Okay.
Cincinnati. We played Michigan that year as well. Played Michigan. I went against Breslin Devon that year.
So was it sparingly, or you really played both? Can you remember like one game you got a lot of snaps both ways, or which game you played most?
Both ways, man.
The whole season.
Well, no, you know what? After so long, in the middle of our season, it became strictly defense because I was making the transition from offense to defense,
right? And
somehow, I wasn't the nickel. I never played the nickel. I never played the slot, but I was the boundary corner, and I was rotating in, and I was always a starting receiver. And somehow it flipped. I became a starting corner and chilled out on the receiver. So yeah.
So you had a good football career.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good football career. Yeah, so went to Murray, got a scholarship to Eastern, played 3 years, both ways. You got a lot of messages. So if you coaching, how can a kid not listen to you telling them from both? Hey, I played offense at a high level, defense at a high level. I did this. Played against Florida in the swamp. Played against Michigan. So what message would you tell the kids right now? One of the things Sports Network is trying to do is make sure we give a message to the kids. If you show them this, you can tell them something right now that can help them through this time that they're going through as far as the corona and just the streets been going crazy. What message can you leave for the kids that you want to say on camera?
I just tell them, don't be afraid, take advice, listen to what people, tell you, not all advice is good advice, but hear them out, you know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of kids that's been closed-minded, don't want to, they don't want to hear what you got to say. Take advice and listen to what's going on, listen to somebody with some knowledge out here. It's going to be beneficial to you somehow, some way. And then you can either use it or don't use it. So, but I would just tell them, man, open your ears and start taking advice from some people, because I think a lot of our kids out here, they not listening to nobody.
Right.
So they just need to find somebody to listen to, somebody influential, positive to listen to.
And sports can help. Just, like Bracey.
Definitely. Sports is a tool for a lot of us. Like, I know a lot of people who wouldn't be in the position that they are in if they didn't play sports. If they wasn't introduced to sports. Relationships built on sports. So, a lot of stuff.
I seen a chart that says uncoachable kids become unteachable students, become uncontainable adults. Yeah, but we can flip that. So that sometimes the bad kid, we can get them, we can turn them into, usually a lot of times you have the best athlete is a bad kid. But if we can get them to listen, get them structure at a young age, we can change their life without even knowing that we're changing their life on the other side. So, and I seen you doing that with the kids, you instill that in the kids. You may be fiery and aggressive, but like you say, your message is always, hey, be coachable.
They need it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
listen.
Like, I was actually blessed. Like the kids who I coached, man, they understood it. They got it. They was like, they knew why I was like that way. You know what I'm saying? And there was a reason behind it. There's a method to the madness. You know what I'm saying? That's all I like to say. So.
Okay. We're gonna end this with what we like to do. We like to know who is your top. You didn't play at Murray, you played at the Cubs, you played at Eastern. So we're gonna do yours. We want to know who was the top 2 people you played against first. Who was the top 2 opponents that you was just like, man, them boys was good?
High school, man, I played against a guy man nobody know about, man. It was, Eric Fields. He played running back at Northern. He was, it's one of them games you're supposed to blow somebody out.
But it began harder than it's supposed to be.
He won them, and then that team got a key that everybody had it. He wasn't having it. We were supposed to blow him out.
What number did he wear?
22.
22 at
And
Northern.
you hear the film, and they be like, 22 getting the ball. I'm like, and it's our sideline center. So
okay.
He feels, I always say he's number 1. I give him defense. I like him, man, because like I said, we supposed to blow him out every year. He wasn't happy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't happy. Next up, let me see. You said played against or played with?
Against first.
Let me see, man. So we blew everybody out of the league, man.
Any level. College. When you went to Eastern, you played against Chris Lee. It's a Michigan.
Oh, well, I gotta give you Vine, man. He beat me. Vine got me. He got me on ESPN.
Route runner. He a good route runner.
Post corner.
Probably.
Post corner.
Caught you on
post corner. He got me
okay.
post corner. So yeah, he beat me. So I gotta give him his props as well.
All right, and give me out of all these levels you played at, give me a teammate. One teammate who you just was like, he motivated. You was good on most of your levels. You was one of the best players. Tell me somebody else who a great teammate you played with.
Teammate I played with. I got 2 of them, man. It's crazy. I'm gonna say high school. It was Harvey, but Harvey Scott, and then P.A.L Walker for college. Man, P.A.L was
From Central.
He was different.
I was just talking about him.
His whole makeup about how he approached the game was like what you would want. You know what I'm saying?
Working
like if
ethic.
somebody is just, all right, this is my captain too.
Yeah.
You know, I've always been captain. All right, he the captain.
Okay.
We roll with Pete. So P.A.L Walker was definitely a leader, and he approached the game the way she played. So I give P.A.L Walker's props.
All right. This is Detroit Sports Network. Mr. Bracey, appreciate you for coming.
So.
And till next time.
You're watching Detroit Sports Network, home for your Michigan sports.